I hate to break the fishing news after Chuck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations, you're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
Yep.
All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
Wait. Today's episode of the podcast brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. 3 spots in Edmonton, Leduc, Spruce Grove, or the kiosk in West Edmonton Mall. You can find out more about their amazing products and services by heading to wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Ad read over to Wanye for the open.
Never mind any of all that. The Xavier Bourgault era is over.
Oh my
Chalmers,
God,
your
no.
take.
I can't believe we got a fourth with it. How did Jeff do it again?
There was people on Twitter
Guy don't
like,
miss.
he done it again, Jack. Or Jack.
What do we know about the guy coming back?
Irrelevant.
I want you to take one shot at pronouncing his name.
One shot.
His name is Roby Jarventi.
It would be pronounced Roby Jarventi.
Yo!
Chalmers nailed it as far as I see.
Chalmers absolutely steps up to the plate and hammers it out of the park.
And a fourth.
Reminds me of Xavier Bourgault's hockey.
Who's the other guy?
The guy we traded, Jake Chiasson.
Schmendrick
Yeah, 4th round.
Any
pick.
relation to Steve?
or Alex.
Steve Chason must have been an old hockey player, wasn't he? It's
He was
Alex
in
that I
the
was thinking
90s.
about.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Steve Chason could be his kid.
Yeah, maybe. Let's find out.
Jake Chiasson. We will look.
Son of...
I love that. Yeah.
Hang on. Slow internet over here. Hard internet company, of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
No NHL relations, according to Elite Prospects.
So, good thing we got him out of the organization.
Xavier Bourgault, though, was a first-round pick. That
Yes.
did not.
Yeah, I mean, but our new friend here, Roby, he was like the 32nd overall pick.
Yeah, he
in
was
his
like
draft.
one of the first of the second round.
So the gap between them, like prospect-wise, is whatever. And he's actually played in the NHL already. He's played 7 games.
Same draft?
2
Year before.
Hmm.
Our boy Stephen Ellis from Daily Faceoff actually had him potentially making the leap to Ottawa full-time this year.
So I think the Oilers gave up some upside, but got a guy who's more likely to be in the NHL at some point in the next 2 years. So there's that.
Right.
Love a good trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty lowbrow whatever trade. It's like, okay, they swap prospects, but I do love that Jeff Jackson has the heart of Oilers fans, because you go on Twitter and it's like, Jeff Jackson masterclass. It's like he traded an
Done it again.
AHL guy for another AHL guy. Our former guy was a first round pick. Like, I'm not going to call that a masterclass. It's lateral.
We live in weird times, Chalmers. One of the weirdest things is Oilers Twitter united behind its GM. It is
I know.
weird.
I haven't seen
Who's
that
not
ever.
the GM ever. Accounts that were bitching as we won the Western Conference are like united in their love of Jeff Jackson.
Is there a Twitter account called Jeff Jackson's Huge Nuts yet?
Should be.
Is Fake Oilers GM doing any Jeff Jackson stuff?
Ooh, good question.
Oh,
That's one of the best accounts.
did
out
he
there.
continue going as Ken Holland?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about being a vacuum cleaner salesman.
Oh yeah. He would play the hits though. Not a lot of original stuff.
No.
He was tweeting on July 5th, but no update yet to Jeff Jackson.
So it's still Ken.
It's hard to keep that going in the 18th year of the bit.
He's got 30,000 followers on Twitter, which I find amazing.
Unbelievable. Well, it's funny as hell.
Oh, it's a great account.
Been around for a while, yeah.
And the
'Cause
fact that he
was
would change his personality from Tambolini to Chia and stuff was fun.
Did he
So
start as
good.
Tambo?
I think so.
Pretty sure it was Tambo. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Tambo,
that's awesome.
Chalmers?
I do.
That guy, eh?
I don't.
He never would have been able to deal Xavier Bourgault.
The final tweet, or at least the most recent tweet from Fake Oilers GM as Ken Holland. My beloved Electrolux Silverado Special Edition vacuum cleaner broke after the conference finals, and I've been hunkered in my basement trying to fix it. Did I miss anything important?
That must have been after something important.
The 5th, I believe that would have been the McLeod trade.
I think that's after he'd been replaced, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that him
Yeah.
not realizing
That
he
was the day
done?
of the McLeod trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question about the internet, Bag Milk. And I know you'll know, or maybe have an idea. Why are people posting on Instagram and then the captions are like about a Tesla or like a recipe for brownies, like completely unrelated to the images? I see this all the time now.
I don't know what you're saying.
Sassy accounts will post a photo of like a meme,
Yeah.
but then in the caption, rather than talking about anything in the meme, it'll be like copy and pasted like the specs of a Ram 1500 truck.
Must be
know.
trying to trick the algorithm, right?
Or meme accounts are just getting weirder and weirder.
One was like a recipe for a brownie mix. Like, I was
delicious.
Like, what am I missing here? Is this a?
If you can couple a brownie mix recipe with a classic meme about whomstever.
The memes are just, the pace of meme output is impressive.
This weekend, it was like instant.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the Trump thing, but the Trump thing happens, and within minutes, Twitter
The
is
memes
just
are
like,
out.
Live, man.
boom, boom, boom.
It's wild.
The memes this weekend were outrageous.
Why? What happened?
We don't want to
Bourgault
get
got traded.
Yeah, Xavier Bourgault.
trade.
We don't want to use too many keywords because then bots will find our podcast.
Yeah, we'll get
let's
listeners, but not the ones we want.
Yeah.
Do you see my favorite thing from the weekend?
Go ahead.
We'll do a little new segment called "My Favorite Thing from the Weekend."
I like
Sure.
that. All right.
Alcaraz beats the Joker at Wimbledon.
Yep.
Spain, first win of the day. Spain then beats England in the Euros, second win of the day.
It is not coming home.
Sergio Garcia then tweets after he wins or before he starts his live event that this could be the biggest day in sport in Spain history if he was to win the event.
Because it'd be
And he
three big
did.
wins for Spain.
Yeah, but
Or he did?
no, he did. But Sergio Garcia, like, what? Do you even remember that he was on live? Did you even know he was still golfing?
Yeah. Sorry, Sergio. We thought you were amazing in
It was like-
1997. You and Justin Rose.
I like when somebody has this like no self-awareness and is like, look, I have the opportunity to cap off the greatest day in Spain sports history with a win at the Live Tour event in my shorts that nobody's watching.
Yeah, that is a bit of a
Because
tough
the
one.
TV
It was
deal
pretty
is
funny.
available in the airport only of like Riyadh's airport. That's where the Live TV deal is, Chalmers.
Did you guys like, there was big sporting events this weekend. That was kind of weird, but like not mainstream ones. They all got a little bit of a limelight. Did you guys care about any of it?
I watched the Canada game.
I watched the Copa America game and a little bit of the.
I didn't watch the
had it on
final
the back.
though. I watched I guess that would have been the semifinal, and then I watched the back half of the third place game.
The most important thing of all the weekend, Chalmers, was the fans trying to bum rush the Hard Rock Stadium.
I haven't seen that
It's wild.
in an American or Canadian sporting event yet. Like I'm sure it happens in Europe at soccer. I'm sure it happens in Australia with rugby. I'm
Sure it happens
sure
in
this type of
Colombia
thing
every game.
has happened before. But like they just showed how ill-equipped stadiums are to handle something like that if it happened. People are spending $1,500 on tickets, getting to their seat, people in them. Security's like, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see the
Can't
footage,
do
though,
anything
of,
about
the
it.
security trying to keep people back and just the crush of humanity?
just impossible.
And then the gate explodes and then like little ladies are running past.
Somebody
you.
Very
drops
much
a
remind
dog.
me of I watched it's not a new documentary, but it's on Netflix. It's called Watch the Final Attack on Wembley Stadium. And it had all these people getting absolutely gooned outside of the stadium ahead of, it was England playing somebody in the finals at Wembley.
Right.
And nobody had tickets because it was sold out like that. But everybody started drinking outside at like 8, 9, 10 a.m. And as it got closer to match time, the crowd just became more unruly, and they all started rushing the gates.
Oh, God.
And it was the kind of situation where the person taking your tickets can't do anything
No, what are they going to do?
when that mass of humanity is rushing you.
We went to a game, Jay and I, in Amsterdam. We saw Ajax play. And no, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. Outside the arena, every like lined up car to car to car to car was a ring of police trucks. There's probably 500 of them. And then there was guys on mounted horses. And then there was cops on foot. So everywhere you looked, you saw cops on foot, cops on horses, giant fucking police truck. It was crazy. I felt like they had the capacity to arrest every single person there. That's how you have to be if you want to keep
Well, yeah, and
turn to a police.
the fences that they're using, like that aren't even bolted to the ground. They're just like
They're just pushing them over.
3 foot high fences.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to fall. Now is every stadium going to have all these fences
For World
bolted
Cup.
down ever?
Like World Cup's going to get cray.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I only attend events in the metaverse.
When's World Cup?
26.
Yeah, 2026.
Where is it?
All over the US and Canada.
America.
Whoa.
There's a bunch of games in Canada too, is there not?
I don't know. I don't believe.
Edmonton got left out, though, I think. They
Like
were in
Vancouver,
like the final
Toronto.
bit of running, but yeah, they got left out.
That's crazy. We always get stuff like that because of the size of Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Probably
As long
because
as they
it's
show
so
it on
annoying
Horizon.
to get to.
Yeah.
As long as they show it on Horizon Worlds, I'm fine.
I wonder if it is because Commonwealth's so annoying to get to.
Yeah, I think it might be like amenities in the city.
Just
too.
because
Like,
something
we have
can seat that many people doesn't mean that it can keep up
Like you can't park there.
with that many people.
And yeah, actually, that's a good point. We saw at the Heritage Classic, like it may be able to seat 60,000, but it could not
should
hold.
not
the
have that many
60,000.
in there.
No.
And putting that tent to where the bottleneck happened.
Oh yeah, that was a mistake.
Gosh, that was weird. I'd never been in a pack like that where I honestly didn't think we were ever going to move.
Yeah.
I remember that on the way out.
Yeah.
Just when everybody rushed the concourse and it's just like you were stuck.
When I was watching Colombian fans climb through the HVAC at the Hard Rock
That was
Stadium.
insane.
What the
fucking awesome.
What the fuck?
It's so good.
I go to the comment sections of those. It is an unruly place.
No way. I believe that.
Comment section everywhere is an unruly place right now.
It's
Spicy out there on the internet.
It is. We all need this is what the dog days of summer when we don't have like football or hockey or basketball to take your mind off it. It's just the middle of the baseball season. People go crazy, man.
Everybody at that Hard Rock Stadium, all the staff, all the security, all the police just looked like, what the fuck is going on?
Very unprepared for that. Like,
I don't think they've ever seen anything like that in Miami ever. Like that to me was like, these are Colombian soccer fans from Colombia who are like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And it cost me $6,000 to get in or no grand to get in.
yeah.
I'll pick the no grand to get in.
And then just like, also just the teamwork. We're all helping each other up, pulling each other into the vent.
It's a Colombian way.
Soccer fans are a different breed.
They are, man. They really, really are.
Did you ever climb into the ducks at Telus Field to go to a Riverhawks game?
Of course.
You did?
Yeah.
Get in?
You got to get in that way.
Who hasn't used a good old HVAC system to get in somewhere before?
Shit.
The only thing I could even think of is back in the day when there was probably like early 2000s when there wasn't nearly the amount of security at Big Valley as there is now. Climbing the fence into the grounds, that was a very common practice. You'd only buy the camping ticket and then just climb the fence and go in, allegedly.
Yep.
I have one of these too. So Josh Brown, former Nation guy,
Current
all-time legend.
Oilers defenseman.
Yes.
Hmm.
He was like, oh, the pint. Yeah. We have one of these back in Brisbane where we live. It's called 152, but we call it 15 Spew. All right. And this is the club you'd always go to. So he was telling me always about it. So we go to Brisbane. We go to 15 Spew. I'm like, I really want to have the full experience. We go to the bathrooms. He's like, oh, back in my climbing days. I'm like, you had climbing days? He's like, see that vent? Yeah. It was a straight shot off the roof and they would toss Josh out. He would climb up on the building, go into the vent, shoot into the men's room and go back out. And they were like, how are you getting in here? And he's like, I'm climbing through the vent. And they're like, they had to nail it shut. Because in his climbing days.
His climbing
Right
days.
into the urinals. Can you imagine coming shooting out of the roof?
No, I couldn't. I don't think I'd ever, if I got kicked out of a bar, I'd be like, okay, next one.
You're not a pro
Home
athlete.
time.
Yeah, or home time.
Yeah. I've been kicked out of a bar or two. The last thing I've ever thought about is climbing into the vents to get back in.
You would never make the Brisbane Lions with this can't-do attitude
That is true.
Josh Brown made.
I don't have it in me.
You know where you don't have to climb into the vents to get into? Stingers games, because it's already affordable enough. Tickets start at $20, beers $5, whole concession menu under $5, and there's only one more home game left on the regular season schedule. It comes Monday, July 29th. It is your last chance to see the Stingers out at the Expo Center this season in the regular season, because they have also clinched a playoff spot. So congrats to the Stingers.
We were talking about this before we started recording, Wanye and I, because you went to Monster Jam.
Oh, let me tell you.
And just how like the concessions are just regular Oilers season concessions, whereas you go to the, hot dogs on game days for $3, $5 beers, $4
How was
popcorn.
Monster Jam? Gravedigger still ball?
Boy, I'll tell you, Monster Jam. So Wanye Jr., big fan of everything. We watched highlights most of the morning because we knew we were going to the monster trucks.
Got to.
From an adult point of view, once you've seen Gravedigger do a flip and land it on YouTube, you kind of seen everything there is to see. From the kids' perspective, they love Monster Jam and like the sparkle unicorn truck and the lady waved and all the little girls went, wow.
Was El Toro Loco there?
You're damn right he was.
I love El Toro
I'm
Loco.
stunned you know more than one monster truck.
Oh yeah. There's El Toro Loco. I think there's one, but they obviously Gravedigger. Then there's one that's like a dinosaur, isn't there?
There's like a dog one that has a
Oh yeah, the
mane
dog
on.
one.
Then there's a unicorn, a sparkle.
Yeah.
Got the big old thing off. Then there's Gravedigger and El Toro Loco. Yeah. I think there's like 7 of them.
Any of them break real
You're
hard?
damn right. They got a thing comes out and pushes them out. That's when Wanye Jr. got pumped. He likes to see shit break.
it's such a weird event where it's just like, okay, now freestyle. And then they come out and they like get like 20 seconds to just take jumps, do things, maybe do a handstand, one of those things.
It's weird, man. It's a weird
And then
thing
it's like,
to see indoors.
Highest jump coming on up.
Oh, 8 seconds. I thought it'd be 9. Like, what?
What?
Did you put earmuffs on him?
He had to have that.
You gotta have earmuffs.
And we actually had to move back because it was too loud.
Yeah.
We bought merch. We did all this stuff. He's only 3. This is very exciting. He was very excited. Like, it was actually quite heartwarming.
It's a good time. Did they have like dirt bikers?
Yep.
Oh, see those guys. Those guys are nuts. I loved that's the best part of a Monster Jam is the dirt bikers.
It was a good thing. And they come out and they talk, and the athletes come out, or the drivers, I suppose, and talk to the crowd and shit. And all the little kids get pictures. Like, it's a good time.
You didn't take him to the art walk after?
Afterwards, he was ready to have a meltdown. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
How long is an event go for?
It felt about a year. I was ready at halftime. I was like, I know how this turns out. Gravedigger wins because he has the most merch. But
he didn't, though.
So there is a competition element of it?
Yeah.
You get points for all these different events.
It's cool. You get to vote on an app. So I'm sure it's all fake, but like you get to feel like you're involved. And
hey, download the app,
Supercuts
and then
is
like
there.
literally like El Toro Loco will be going, and it'll say on your phone like out of 10, and then he'll do his thing, and you'll have like 20 seconds to give him a score out of 10, tally it up. That's a score.
I didn't know they were that interactive.
you get a little mohawk, get your hair colored for free on the concourse.
That seems fitting. That one I could have predicted happened there.
Oh yeah,
Get your mohawk colored. That makes a lot of sense.
right next to the truck nut stand.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Wanye Jr. kept asking where Connor was and where Hunter was. I'm like, well, Connor's on a yacht, and Hunter, I think they hang upside down up with the Garth Brooks rafters. I don't know what they do with him in the off season.
See him.
Connor's at the Zach Hyman Invitational.
Saw him tee off today.
Solid swing.
A good swing. Didn't know he was a lefty.
Most hockey players.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know lefties was a Canadian thing, though.
Yeah, it is.
We learned that in the
Golfers
States.
They have
Go
to
to the
design
States.
golf courses differently
Yeah.
because we'll hook the ball. Where in the States, you can build right up on the left-hand fairway because no one ever plays left.
It is like a very uniquely thing to have as many left-handed golfers as we do in Canada. My golf game's dialed in right now too, by the way. I've golfed 16 times now this year.
Attaboy.
And
We've been playing a lot. When my son played in another one of those tournaments last night, a lot of fun. But now this week is my turn because I've been doing it a lot with them. But I am really looking forward to the Nation Open.
What, you're entering a junior golf tournament?
No.
Oh,
No.
they said it was your turn.
I'd kick the crap out of those kids.
Kids.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nation Open is always a good time.
It
August
is.
30th.
I still don't know if we have like, what are we doing? Are we teams?
Well, because Liam's not here.
So what does that mean? What does Liam ever, did he have something to do with it last year?
No, yeah, because you and Jay went against Liam and Tyler. And then there was the bet for the season opener.
Cody Chambers, and then also Liam and I had our friend Ryan who won the auction, and buddy Charles. But Liam's not here, so what do we do?
Sergio Garcia.
Do the three of us again with one other.
Do the three of us
with one other.
Could have some better collective playmaker friends coming into town that Jay wants to golf with.
Okay, so then we just do the Stack Nation crew. How many of them are going to come? We need to know that.
I know very little about all this.
I know zero.
We'll get on it.
Are you here this year for it though, right? Because you missed last year. Yep.
Next thing I know, it's going to be Tyler and JR with two better collective people. And I'm going to be sitting here going, hey, 3 people want to play with me.
Auction
I can
off
see it in your face right now. The lack of information makes me think something is afoot.
No, I was told there is one person from our place of work.
When it happens, I want you to be the one that has to tell me. Don't make JR do it.
Why don't me and you golf, Chalmers?
Done. I mean, fuck yeah, just tell me where to be.
You're popular. People would sign up to play with you.
This is the 7th year of this tournament, and I've never golfed once.
Why don't you golf this year?
I could. Do whatever I want.
I'd entertain a whole team.
That is the thing. You could do whatever you want.
That is right. Although I do like driving around the cart and getting smashed.
Exactly.
See, you do like that.
I do.
But golfing is a lot of fun too.
It is.
You just don't get to see everybody. I've often wondered that whether or not it's more fun to be in your position and be in the cart and getting to see every group and going around and then spending like a hole with most groups, taking pictures, having a drink. You know what I mean?
That's why I have a blast doing it, because I get to go around. I find the whole sponsors that are the most generous with me, and I revisit them 12 times.
It's just smart.
It is. And I have a good time. I took I mean, I wasn't there last year, but 2 years ago, I probably hit the ball 15, 20 times overall.
Yeah.
People just give me a club and I hack away.
Yep.
So I have a good time. Maybe I don't want to golf with you.
I mean,
Who does?
Nobody apparently.
The only thing is,
Oh, here we go. See?
so Jay keeps talking about him golfing with other people, but that might be like you and him golf with, because I think there's 2 of them that would potentially come.
Okay.
So I think maybe you're included in that group. I don't know.
Chalmers, make your own group. Let me tell you how not to have your heart broken.
It wouldn't break my heart if I did have
No,
my
I'm
own
saying 3 people want to play golf with you that are listening to the show right now. I guarantee you.
Right, but I can't just say what I want to do.
Why not?
Well, because I'm not a part of the planning.
What do you want
the
to
party
do?
planning committee?
If you could pick your day, what would it be?
I
I personally loved our 2v2 match last year.
Yeah, I like a
think
match.
that was
I would
fun.
like to have a match
Me too.
with
I would
somebody.
also like to have a match with somebody.
But yeah, to be honest with you, I really don't care. I was just wondering if they're just like last year by now. No, but just like last year and the year before that by now, we had like a plan moving forward. We were setting up like a round before to do some promo for it. And it's been very quiet. Also, JR is just looking at waterfalls.
Yeah, Jay's in Iceland.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah, he's got a waterfall count going.
He's on a waterfall tour of Iceland.
Which is a weird thing when it's just kind of like come up in conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, like Jay, the guy I work with, he's in Iceland. People are like, why? But you've been to Iceland.
Yeah, 7 times.
He goes there all the time.
I know he goes there all the time. But like
love it.
just saying that to random people usually.
And he always
gets a bit
comes
of a
back
reaction.
different.
It looks beautiful.
It looks great.
He always comes back with a different style. Socks up. One time he came back and his new fashion style was high socks, pulled all the way up with the pants tucked in.
Because you go there and you see new things. Like I saw.
He was doing that.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
they pull it off. It was a long time ago now. Iceland's cool.
He went on a big scarf kick because
remember
Iceland
the
was on a
scarf
scarf kick.
I remember the scarf kick.
Yeah.
I bought all Icelandic. Like they have an outdoor wear company. And I was like, this is how I move now. And I got the hat, got the toque, got the jacket, got the gloves, got the hoodie, went back, got more.
There was a couple weeks where he was in his sauna phase. Everything had to result around
But that was Finland, was it not?
Scandinavia somewhere.
I'm
You
pretty
come
sure
back
that
and you
was
just be like, hey, you guys want to go get lunch at a sauna? And you're like, where? Why? Why the sauna? Oh, because I sauna now. So
There's only one sauna place in town and you don't want to go there.
No, I built my own in the backyard.
I have a buddy with a sauna in his backyard.
I mean,
I'm not a sauna guy.
no, the cool ones are those ones that look like whiskey barrels.
He was going to buy, so my buddy was going to do one of those and he found out for not much more. He just has a structure in his backyard.
Yeah.
Mine,
Yeah.
my neighbor has a sauna. Maybe you can explain this to me, Chalmers. Whenever he turns it on, there's a light on his roof that turns on. Like
On the roof of the sauna?
Of the house. Like I believe right above the sauna.
Maybe to let you know he's in there.
I don't know. Like I used to be like, why the hell does the neighbor have a light on his roof? And I asked one day and they're like, oh, that's when we turn the sauna on. I was like, what?
Maybe so that you don't leave it on. I honestly couldn't tell you. I've built a couple saunas before, and I don't think that's a code.
It's like
that
when
you need to
Tyler
have a
hangs
light
an
on.
upside down pineapple on his door.
Whoa, pause.
Yep. Leaves the garage door open one panel.
Is that code too?
Is that
Oh, this is not
Another thing.
It's not. Oh yeah.
red
Hold
light
on.
on your porch?
I believe that means you're a prostitute.
I will stop doing that.
So if you leave the garage door up a notch,
I thought that just means
That's
you
what
have a
I've heard.
cat.
You have a cat?
Yeah, you let the cat come in and out.
Or you're blazing in there.
That
Blazing in there. Yeah, that one's the
Or you
upside
want a
down
couple to-
pineapple is like a. Have you ever seen someone in the wild, like at the grocery store with it?
I saw somebody not long ago. The reason it was on my mind is because I saw someone at the grocery store with a t-shirt on.
I wonder about the Pals logo. You know that restaurant on White Ave? I think it's Pals.
what is it?
The pineapple. I was like,
But which orientation is the pineapple?
does that matter?
Yeah, if it's
Upside down means swinger.
I just knew pineapple.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about
Oh,
So
that.
this was back in the day. They
pineapple.
go around the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine before the internet, you had to go to the grocery store for like 11 hours with a pineapple, locking eyes with everybody, being like, anyone. Outrageous, Chalmers.
You'd have to join a pen pal group, I would imagine.
Yeah. Or you run through a lot of casual friends in the sense of like, you got to meet someone, you become friends with them, and then you got to get close. Then you got to drop the news. And it's like, if they're not into it, you're like,
All right. On to the next ones.
next.
What do you do when you're driving around?
That's too bad. I really like those two.
Yeah. Darn.
And you see the garage door up a crack. What are you supposed to do? Like ring the doorbell and be like, huh?
Oh no, never done it.
This guy.
It's like my wife's not here, but I can go get her. Are you guys in? Are we doing this?
No, come on in. We love single men at these events.
I really don't know how it works.
I don't understand it either. And you know what kind of scares me? Someone listening to this podcast probably knows pretty well.
Well, feel free to tell us. Let us in. Let us in on the secret.
I'm good. I'm good without it.
I just want the knowledge of what's going on out there.
The modern day, like back in my single days, which was 6 months, you would be on like Tinder and you'd see like, you'd be swiping girl. Whoa, random girl and guy. And it'd be a couple being like looking to add a third male or another male into the mix.
Here we go.
Second male, a third person. That's
Yep.
Even if you're not doing the pineapple upside down, pineapples as a logo to me are just like, why not pick a star fruit? Like there's a lot of emotional baggage.
because it needed to be something that was readily available at every supermarket.
No,
I love
but
a
if you're a
pineapple.
restaurant,
Oh, a restaurant. Oh, yeah, I'd stay
you're
away.
like, oh, we're not like that. Well, then why not have a pineapple?
Well, because like a pineapple, not like a watermelon or orange, you can clearly tell if it's upside down or not.
Decent point.
No, you're solving the wrong problem. I understand why they
I don't even know what the problem
they
is.
flip over pineapples. You ever go to the Grizzly House in Banff and wonder why all the phones are around all the tables, Chalmers?
Isn't the Grizzly House in Canmore?
No, it's in Banff on Banff Avenue.
There's a Grizzly Paw Brewery.
Oh, there is a go. Okay, yes.
you know
that's-
Grizzly House in Banff?
I
where you
had
can-
a yeah. Sorry, that's the fondue place.
Yeah, with all them phones.
A lot of fondue. No, I had a beer at the Grizzly Paw when I was in Canmore.
People used to phone each other on the phones, Chalmers.
So like sit at the tables and call table to table.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
That is kind of cool.
They're calling for business, gentlemen.
Yep.
Oh well.
What'd you order?
You just be sitting there and your phone doesn't ring ever and you're all sad.
What kind of fondue does that one have?
Drunk.
Which one's better? That's
I love
not what they're
fondue.
saying.
Chef recommendations.
Love a fondue.
Me too.
It's a
Spit
great
roast.
restaurant. I went there many times as a child, not knowing what I was at. I was like, oh, there's always phone-to-phone communication between tables.
Well, so we can cross swingers talk off the prep list I had.
Mhm.
Is that on your list?
Oh, sorry, stingers talk. Damn it.
I knew this was not the right
Had
topic.
that wrong.
Darn.
Common mistake.
Anyways, we'll get this thing back on the rails, but first we're going to step aside for a quick break. All right, back on the Real Life Podcast. Oh boy.
There are no major games for the next 4 days in North America.
What's in 4 days?
Baseball's back on Thursday.
Oh,
I
well,
thought-
the All-Star break is cool.
No.
Okay.
They made the home run derby
That's cool.
possibly more confusing.
Why?
Because before, like back in the day, it used to be 10 outs, right? You had until you missed the ball 10 times or didn't hit it over the fence.
Now
10
it's
times.
timed.
Then they changed it to timed and they did the seeding or the bracket.
They've changed it again.
They've changed it again.
To what now?
So now the first round is just an open round where all 8 players hit. And then after the first round, the players who hit the 4 most are then seeded and play in a bracket. But they heard some complaints that some people didn't love the timed element of it. So now each round is 3 minutes or 40 pitches, whichever one comes first. Why they needed to make that in there, I don't know. And then the play down rounds are only 2 minutes or 27 pitches. They added like 8 more rules to the fucking home run derby. It's terrible. I'm not watching out of protest tonight. They made too many rules. I don't understand it.
So what's your favorite iteration of it? 10 outs?
No, my favorite iteration is straight timed. I like the chaos. I think it's
I like
done-
that they get one break. They
Yeah.
have a little fun. Somebody brings out a towel, a Gatorade.
And like it's created some good memories. Like the home run derby is fun. And I liked the chaos. I didn't think it was shot well on TV because they would try to follow the ball out and then you'd be like behind how many were actually out. What they should have just done is station one camera behind the guy on home plate, then have something on the side that says like home run and distance, like every time.
Do you want to hear what they should do to make baseball entertaining? Are you ready, Chalmers?
Yes.
Put a goddamn camera in the ball.
Whoa. But wouldn't it
you
just
could-
be spinning and it would just look like
Imagine what it would look like to be
Dizziness?
inside the baseball and get hit out during a home run derby.
But it would just be spinning.
Huh?
I
it would just be spinning. It would just
What
be
do you mean?
spinning.
You wouldn't be able to see anything. It would just be spinning. It
An
would just-
oscillator in it?
Unless it's got a gimbal.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
so
how
then
you-
the ball would have to be clear?
Look, man, we faked a moon landing.
Look, I'm workshopping the idea.
Put a
here.
camera in the ball.
No bad ideas today.
Imagine the line
Except
of
for
sight,
maybe-
though, as you're
except for maybe
flying
that
out of
one.
the stadium and landing on some kid's forehead.
Oh, I think it would be super cool, but I'm not totally sure that the technology exists for that.
I think baseball would be more fun if they added golf style traps in the outfield.
Oh, you can fall into one?
4-foot pool. And like, if you hit it in there, you got to go get it. So the outfielder's got to like jump in, maybe more than 4 feet.
What about a trampoline every so often too?
Yeah. Just a sand pit.
Or like American Gladiators, you got a guy with a tennis ball cannon shooting at you in the outfield while you're
like,
trying to catch a pop fly.
Trying to catch pop fly. You're getting pelted. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
The
Now we're
best
talking.
home run derby was during the roids era, where you just stand there and you're just so juiced.
So
people
jacked.
Some people are like, you know what? Give them metal bats.
Oh.
Like, see what they can do.
And golf balls.
People would die if they gave these guys metal bats. Those poor kids in the outfield, I'm stunned some of them don't die already.
See, so this is, it's not just the clear fact of MLB baseball players trying to hit home runs. I like two other things. I like watching the kids in the outfield.
Hilarious.
They're hilarious. I also like analyzing the BP pitcher because sometimes
As a BP pitcher yourself.
if it takes them a minute to get in their rhythm, if you can tell that they're nervous or they just can't make it happen, it's you can feel that stress because they got 3 minutes. You better find it. You better dial it in.
Yep.
Oh, I'd like to do this thing. Who's the guy that did it with his dad? And his dad just was like, couldn't match the moment.
I'm trying to remember.
I forget what his name was, but
you should be allowed to do one round or one swing with a metal bat. I want to see how far you get.
Or that's your bonus time because
Yeah.
they used to do.
You get a distance point.
Yeah, you if you went 440 feet or further on 2 home runs, you got an extra 30 seconds of bonus time. Now I think it's 3 extra balls.
and
But
all
give-
the kids have to get way to the wall and get behind a barrier.
yeah,
because-
and you get free with the metal bats.
Yeah, and you just crank it.
pause.
Yeah.
The home run derby is fun when you have a horse in the race too. Like the years
They
where-
put a
Let's all pick
horse
one.
in it?
when
Now
Vlad-
we're talking about
Let's
an
all
event.
pick a horse.
well, like when Vladdy was in it, and it's like,
Secretariat.
I want Vladdy to win. It was more fun.
I want infinite patience.
Man, I don't even know that I know any of these
Marcel,
players.
I think I know him. Alec Baum, Marcelo Zuna, Teoscar Hernandez, Witt Jr., Bobby,
Teoscar could be your horse.
Polo
Yeah.
Loco.
Gunnar Henderson,
Former friend.
Adolis Garcia,
Dolis Garcia.
Oro Loco. Sorry, John.
Alec Baum. I would like my horse to be Gunnar Henderson.
Great name.
He's a beauty.
I love him. I don't know much about him, but I saw one interview.
Yeah, listen to him on Pardon My Take.
I did. He was good. He was
He was
fucking good.
okay. I wasn't.
I don't care if
I
Paul
always
Skenes
like
is in
Orioles.
it.
I always got a special place in my heart for Orioles. Like who is the other big
Cal
bombing-
Ripken.
No, he's new. He's playing right now.
Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, that dude.
The switching catcher. He was, good
He
at
was in the
derby
home run derby last year.
Tell me, is that dog part of it from Air Bud? That's a hell of an athlete.
You can have Pete Alonso. You're gonna love this guy.
No, he's a nerd.
The biggest fucking nerd.
Paul Skenes or bust.
$30,000 cash, or you get to live Paul Skenes' life for an entire month, no consequences, and then you come back to your own life.
Wait,
No,
what's
without,
happening?
without a doubt.
Why is that so great?
Option B.
Because he's an MLB pitcher.
MLB pitcher who throws 102, live the life of a multi-millionaire, dating Livy Dunn.
There it is.
Got
No question.
He was on a show.
I have not met a single guy I've asked that question to who has taken the $30,000.
He
Do you
was
have it to
being.
offer? Do you have the 30G ready to go?
Well, I don't have the ability to give you Paul Skenes' life. That's more the hang up in all of this
So no one's taking the one side though, and the thing that can't happen.
Hold on, 30G, or you get to live Paul Skenes' life.
for a month.
Do you know how much money I could make being Paul Skenes in a month? More than 30G.
You don't get to bring anything back when it ends.
Oh.
Like you don't get your salary. Like you just you Freaky Friday.
Do I have the memories of what I've done?
You do,
course.
but you can't tell people about it.
Oh,
What? You didn't tell me that.
pineapple's upside down.
But I still know.
You know.
You know everything. You remember it all. But
He
you just
was-
wake back up in your own life.
He was being interviewed on Dan Patrick.
Okay.
And he's super cool, dude. But like all of a sudden they had the National League manager come on, Tory something from the Diamondbacks.
Tory Lanez, yeah.
Tory Lanez. Yeah, not that guy. Not that guy. And on the show live, they broke it to him that he was going to be starting the game.
Yeah.
A rookie pitcher starting the All-Star game. It's a huge accomplishment. He's 6-0 right now.
Hasn't lost yet.
Hasn't lost yet. He's
The sportsbooks don't know how to handle his strikeout props because he's getting like 10 every game.
there's only like 2 other pitchers. Like, what is it? Like Sammy Koufax and Clayton Kershaw are the only 2 other pitchers that have multiple or more than 10 strikeout games
Yeah.
in their rookie season.
He's a beast. He's living a good life.
Would you rather be him or Justin Verlander?
Skenes. Not even a doubt in my mind.
I see what we're doing now.
Yeah, we're losing the plot.
Or David
I see
Beckham.
what we're doing now. Oh,
Then I got to be in those cool Uber Eats commercials.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's okay.
the cool Adidas commercial.
Adidas.
The cool
Whatever.
Lay's ad.
All right.
I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about trying to keep this going, but I don't really know if I want to.
Yeah, I think we maybe pivot off this.
And I can tell he doesn't want us to.
Yeah, it's been like a somewhat horny 15 minutes.
A little
here, so I'm
bit.
thinking we just dial it right back in.
Somewhat horny.
Dog Days of Summer, baby.
That's
Dog
how I
Days
want
Summer.
this reviewed.
Yeah, you can leave us reviews. Also, don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube, where we still have a lot of content going out throughout the summer.
Upset
If you're
Tyler
horny-
Blue, what's going on in my tombstone?
Go on.
Somewhat horny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any reviews of the show that we ever want to talk about? We were doing that
We
regularly.
were, but then people stopped leaving reviews. So
Oh, well,
leave
I
us
wonder
reviews.
if one led to the other.
Maybe. No, I read them whenever they come in.
Really?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I get an
double check.
email every week, but I haven't seen any.
Yeah, you get the chartable, like,
Yeah.
this is what people are saying about your show.
Yeah.
There must be unanimous enjoyment.
Did you guys see what our boy Turner Watson did
No, please tell me.
last week on this show?
Oh, we have some new reviews.
I broached the topic of what
I'll get him here.
sport movie depicted the best gameplay, the most all-around believable type of thing, and we kind of talked about all of the sports. Well, he did an article on his own blog breaking down just hockey and rating
Each movie?
rating them, yeah, and basically giving us his top 5. Does that need to be further?
Yeah, someone left a review and said your deep breathing between every sentence is annoying.
This is why we check reviews.
And they left it a month and a half ago.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll move it back and forth.
A little bit further away is good. Usually you can eat these, but
So do you know what his top 5 was? In hockey.
Miracle.
He rated them on a
Mighty
scale.
Ducks 2.
Yeah, so out of 5, he rated on ice play, the locker room, and believability. Okay.
Let me guess.
Yes.
You have 5?
He has 5, top 5.
So I'm going to go no particular order.
Sure.
I'm going to go Miracle.
Okay.
I'm going to go Goon.
Okay.
Mighty Ducks 2.
Wrong.
So I was right about the first two, eh?
You were.
Miracle and Goon?
Miracle and Goon. Slapshot.
Of course. Number 1.
Drumline 3D. Step it up. Is that a hockey movie?
Most Valuable Primate.
Nope.
You call
Mystery
yourself
Alaska
a connoisseur of film.
And Youngblood. So
Oh, Youngblood. Yeah.
in particular order, this is how he had it. He had Goon as number 5, Youngblood number 4, Mystery Alaska at number 3, Miracle number 2, and Slapshot number 1.
Do you remember when you saw Stifler?
Yes.
Could you tell us right now?
Yeah, I saw him at an airport in Los Angeles.
You saw him in the wild?
Oh, like you saw the person.
Yeah.
Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
When he was at his height.
And
Cool.
yeah, he was like as popular gets. And I walked outside, and this is back when I smoked. And this is back when my wife was fine with me going right after an airplane ride to go straight outside to have a cigarette. And I didn't have a lighter. And I walked up to a guy sitting on a bench, and I looked at him and I said, "Excuse me." I saw him light a cigarette, and he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Can I borrow your matches?" And I looked at him, and it was Stifler. So I
Did he give you the matches?
Absolutely, he did. He lit my cigarette for me.
They hung out.
And we sat there and had a smoke. Just the two of us.
What'd you
Nobody
talk
else
to him
around. I was just like, "Hey man, oh shit, cool." And he's like, and I'm like, what are you doing? We didn't talk about like his movies or anything because I just basically made small talk like I would with anybody. And I think he appreciated that, to be honest with you.
Probably.
Because I wasn't like, "Oh my God, like Apple American Pie, let's take a picture." Oh, Stifler's mom.
This is the pre-photo era, though.
No, we got a photo. We had a picture because my wife then came out and I was just sitting there having a cigarette with him. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, well, oh, cool, man. Talk to you soon. Have a great time here." And I'm like,
Did
"Do you
you
mind
talk
if we
again
get a
soon?
picture?" And
Were you like, this is why I smoke, Aaron? Because it opens doors.
I was like,
Yeah.
you see,
This is why.
this is why.
I have a cousin who met his wife outside having a smoke.
Me and my wife met having
Having a
like,
smoke?
well, no, we knew each other. It was like, we went out for a cigarette at a house party, and that's where we started to like really talk and be away from everybody else. And that just kind of like got the ball rolling. I have to say that's the moment the ball started rolling down the hill.
Thank God you both smoked.
She did. She quit really quickly after that. Yeah. But job well done.
If you're single,
You ever
get on
see
out there.
Gotta be ripping darts if you're single.
Gotta be ripping darts.
Be.
I mean, come on. If you're in a bar and you're trying to talk to somebody and you're yelling and you may be spitting on them and it's like, you know what? Let's go somewhere quieter. Want to go outside? Rip a heater?
just go outside.
Lung a rat?
Go outside, give him one of your zins.
Yeah, just pop a zin in.
You ever see a celebrity in the wild bag milk?
I don't think so, actually.
Never, not once.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I saw Gord Steinke.
There you
Does that
are.
count?
Celebrity.
You know?
Your M-check?
Saw one of the Nelk boys trying to get onto a plane early, and they were like, "Nope, you can't."
Oh, then I
board
guess
early."
I saw him too.
Remember
though
that?
I didn't know who he was.
He was weird.
Which one? The one with the big teeth?
When I was covering the last All-Star game, I saw some of the celebrity coaches.
I saw Will Ferrell at the Kings game.
There you go.
But like in the wild, in like a random spot where you wouldn't expect them. No.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not sure if I ever have.
Have you?
Well, I've embarrassed. You know the one story where I've embarrassed myself with a leading lady of Hollywood.
When I was last in Vegas, I had the last day there just by myself. I was like, I'm going to go to the Swim Up Sports Bar area to watch the Blue Jays play. And as I was walking in, Jose Bautista was tanning on a little chair. So that kind of counts, but that's an athlete. That's
Athletes are celebrities.
Who was the leading lady? Wanye?
I think I've told the story before, but no one listens to these things twice. One time I was in Toronto, Chalmers, and I was in a club and I went to go to the bathroom and a girl I went to high school with stopped me and went, "Hey, how's it going?" Stop me.
Okay.
And I went, went to the bathroom, came back out, had a chat with her. She said, "What are you doing in town?" I said, "I'm here seeing a friend. What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm working." "Oh, that's cool. Hey, we're going to a party later." She said, "You want to come?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't. I don't really know the people that I'm with all that well, so I can't like bust off the group." Went back to the table. People I was sitting with were looking at me in a sense of awe. And I was like, "What's up with that?" And they're like, "How did you know that girl?" I'm like, "I think I went to high school with her." And they're like, "Dude, that was Rachel McAdams." I didn't expect to see her in a bar in Toronto. Didn't expect to see her without a television framing her face.
You
didn't
went
expect
to high
see
school with
her.
Rachel McAdams?
I just thought I went to high school with this girl. I had no earthly idea who it was.
But she
Rachel
was just
McAdams
coming up
was
to you
just
to
hitting
chat
on
you
you?
up.
She stopped me saying, "Hey, what's like?" She must have thought that she knew me or something for some strange reason. But I didn't think it was Rachel McAdams because I didn't expect to see Rachel McAdams.
Was Mean Girls out yet?
Yeah, man. No, but the Notebook was like she was at height of her. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't
weird.
expecting to talk to Rachel McAdams. Man.
And when they said that to you, you didn't immediately go, "Okay, I'm going to be going to a party now."
No, I said, "Well, that was weird." I think I was like, "Oh, that's a girl I went to high school with. She invited us to go to a party," and they're like, "You are a moron. That is a song or a film star." But I saw Hugh Grant once.
That's
Did
cool.
he hit on you?
No, he didn't invite me anywhere, but he was really, really small. And then me and Jay kind of chased him through Heathrow to see where he was going, but then he went into a door. That was it.
If you're listening to this, I want to know what random celebrity you've seen in the
I feel like people have cool encounters.
for sure.
One time at the bathroom with a pint, I came out and there was a guy with his back to me with the broadest set of shoulders I've ever seen. And he had a bejeweled cross on the back of his blazer. Jose Canseco. But that's not a celebrity in my mind.
One time I shook Connor McDavid's hand just because he randomly appeared beside me at the back bar.
You've touched Connor McDavid?
Yeah, because I looked at him, I'm like, good game. And then I left. I got scared.
you.
Back bar. Nice.
All right. There was one other thing I wanted to do today.
Saw the Jonases. One's at a club in Vegas. I did.
This guy's got me all sensitive about my breathing. I'm pushing it away. I got so much more stuff to do now.
You breathe your own way. Don't cater to a hater.
Or breathe harder.
Any other
Lean into it.
No, it was
Just
the one
Chalmers
being
breathes
like,
too much?
"Stop it." That's basically it. All right. Got to give some love to our friends at Bet365. You can sign up and create an account today. Use the promo code OILYBONUS to get in on a huge range of markets, whatever the sport, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. We had a very good mailbag question this week, and it was, what Olympic sport could you compete in that you would feel the least embarrassed by your performance?
Yeah.
I want to flip it. I want to know, which sport would you come in last in by the biggest margin?
So just answer the first, answer the question. I picked dressage because the horse does most of the work.
They look so great too
And
with
they
their
look
hair.
fucking gangster.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I'd be scared.
Why? You could be on a horse while it crip walks. It's awesome.
Not the jumping?
No, the one where it
Walk
dances
sideways.
and it's like bopping.
Ribbons in
Music.
their hair.
Yeah. You got to wear a cool suit.
It'll buck you right off.
Like 100-meter dash, you'd at least get to the end line eventually, right?
You would.
So it'd be bad.
Double the time as everyone else.
So like,
Could you imagine shot put? These dudes are all throwing it like however far, and you throw it like 1/10 that
Would
far.
you count decathlon as an event? Because I would probably be dead by the time
that's
that
a
ended.
decent point. I think I would too. I was thinking like 100-meter dash, you'd at least finish it, and it'd be like, oh, you were like 5 seconds behind. Like that's embarrassing.
5 seconds behind?
If I was to throw this question on its head and say, which one would you most like to see an average Joe compete at?
Oh,
I think like diving would be fucking hilarious.
Diving would be awesome. Like the platform ones?
Yeah.
9 out of 10 people chicken out.
Yeah.
He's
be
not
so
going to go.
great. Oh, man, that'd be fun.
That one would be good. Swimming wouldn't be good because they just probably veer off into another lane and ruin the whole
drown.
race. Yeah.
table tennis, you wouldn't get a point.
Oh, you wouldn't. No.
You would just
No, you wouldn't touch anything.
An average
over.
Joe, though, against an Olympian would not get a point or like there'd be
Nothing, yeah.
no.
Yeah, you get
Trampoline.
stomped no matter what.
Trampoline.
Fantastic content or like a everyday person.
broken ankles everywhere on the trampoline.
The dual, like the staggered bars, whatever those are called.
The
wrestling.
rings.
You would just be pinned immediately. Weightlifting.
Weightlifting would be hilarious.
Picked up
I
and
see, I
thrown
think it'd
down.
be the least hilarious because it would just be people walking up and like, can't do it. Like there'd be no action. It would just be like, fuck, no.
Where high jump would
where's
also
the-
be outstanding.
Where's the athlete's beer garden? After you're done
You know what
trying
I'd
to lift
love
that
to see
thing.
you try is pole vault.
Ooh, I'd be
Probably
too
get it
scared.
right in the nuts.
It would be so.
You've seen people get it right in the nuts before?
I feel like I would
Just
just
holds
go
them up there
I
like
do
a-
think where I go up and I go right back.
Yeah.
I'd be too scared to commit to go over.
You know what I saw the other day that just blew my mind was that slap league.
Oh,
It was happening at the same
stupidest
time
thing.
I was in Vegas, and a bunch of the guys were staying in my hotel.
What the fuck, man? I saw Dana White talking about it. He's like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. I'm like, no, it isn't.
It's insane. I'm the best guy.
How are they not breaking their eardrums every fight?
They are.
Oh,
They're just committed to the craft.
the craft.
There's
Again,
one
like
guy,
the
he's like
$600 you get for winning.
Yeah. He's like 5'6". He's the new big thing. His name's Dumpling. And he just, they figured out that being short actually like gives you an advantage in that because you're like hitting up. Better chance of concussing the other person.
I like the ones where it's like a guy that fights 2 chicks
Oh,
in the ring.
that's the Romanian thing. We talked about that like a couple
Hilarious.
weeks ago.
2
The
chicks
dumb-
against a guy?
Dude, it's so stupid.
It's so funny.
It's so stupid. And like you see how they start in a triangle
He
and then
looks like
and the
fucking
dude just
Butterbean.
runs at one of the girls and the other girl like is like, oh my God, and runs to it too. And you're like,
America.
how did this get approved?
Somebody's got to. Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it.
It's the same people that let Gretzky race Pele 40 years later in the future. They're like, anything goes, motherfucker.
Have you ever seen the Saturday Night Live skit with Martin Short and the other guy where they do synchronized swimming?
No,
Oh, no.
I think it'd be pretty funny to watch Average Joe do some synchronized swimming.
it would be funny. I think most events it would be funny to watch.
Oh.
Damn it. Most events it would be funny to watch an average Joe do it.
But which one do you think? I think I'd come in very, very deeply last in everything.
UFC versus a fan would be entertaining.
But like, and the other guy doesn't know.
No,
like
no.
he's been fed a false scouting report.
If you were like, who wants to get in here and get his ass kicked? There'd be people volunteering.
No, I mean the fighter. I want the fighter to get a fake scouting report on the other person.
Oh.
To be like, no, that's your opponent. He's ranked 8th. Careful, he'll kick you hard.
What if
And
he
then
just paced around in the ring and they're like, who wins? And then one guy's like, me. And then they bring him down. That guy's like, pow.
Because I've seen videos of like a UFC fighter giving someone a half kick on the leg and they're just down for the count.
Do you know which one I think I could potentially win? And I'll tell you how it would have to happen.
Mhm.
You know the one when they're on 10 speeds and they're going around the oval and they're up on the slope.
Oh, you're
and they're going
Absolutely
around and
guarantee you
around
you're
and
not
around
winning
and
that
around.
by
Think you
continuing.
got this?
Okay, so I start. Just hear me out. It's also in the Winter Olympics. This would be like speed skating. Hear me out. So they go, the 3 of them, neck and neck. Rubbin's racing. Here's me, right at the very back. They all hit each other, fall. They're all hurt,
Oh, it's
and
like when
I
that-
just cruise right by.
That's what that Australian that won speed skating as because the whole mass fell.
Yeah. That's the only shot we have at any of these, just so you know.
Not javelin?
Oh, yeah. I don't think we're winning javelin.
decathlon, you're like, you also have to do javelin. You're like, fuck. Can I just run really fast?
High
swim
jump,
really
high
fast?
jump would be really funny
High
to
jump
watch
would be
because
outstanding.
you'd be standing there next to the pole, and for me, it'd be like an inch or a foot higher than my height is, and I'd run up and try to give it my all, and just like right in between.
You just hit your forehead on the bars.
Oh, do you think I'd even get to the bar with my forehead?
One of the
Probably
greatest physical feats I've ever witnessed live was in junior high track meet. There was a kid in my school who was like the gun of every sport. And they're like standing beside the triple jump course. And they're like, hey, do you want to do the triple jump while you're here? He'd never done it before ever. He's like, tell me how to do this. They're like, 1, 2, or whatever the fuck it is. And then you jump. And he won. Like on his second jump. He'd never done triple jump before.
Athlete.
Unbelievable, man.
Triple jump is cool to watch.
What is it? You
looks
run,
like they're
run. Then you go left foot, left foot, and then into the sand.
Yeah.
There's 3 little jumps and then the big.
They look like they're flying.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
Awesome.
the same foot twice in a row at one point.
No, you gotta
Acquiring
alternate.
minds need to know.
No, it's a skip and then a step and a jump.
3 jumps. Triple jump for a reason.
2, 3.
How to do triple jump.
How
Yeah,
to
it's
do
the
the
skip
triple
on the
jump.
same leg, then step, then
Jump 1 foot onto your other foot.
Oh,
Oh,
the video
wait.
just reset.
Is it a video for my junior high track meet
What is this?
that you're watching, Tyler?
How to triple jump. What is the pattern of triple jump? Event in track and field in which an athlete makes a horizontal jump for distance, incorporating 3 distinct continuous movements. A hop, which the athlete takes off and lands on the same foot, a step with the other foot, and then a jump. So yeah, you hop, step, and then you can take off and jump.
I'd like to watch normal people. Surfing is an event at the Summer Olympics this year. I'd like to see that.
Oh, I would not make it very good there. Probably
Wouldn't
die.
even get on the board.
How about
Rugby union. I'd like to see Chalmers.
What about
in
Winter
there.
Olympics high jump? You just strap a fan into the skis
Yeah.
and shove them down that ramp.
Or the one where they do the flips, the freestyle jump.
We'd be like the kids. Those skis are so long. You know, when the kids are skiing, have you ever seen a kid skiing and they fall back on, they're now like laying backwards on the skis,
yeah.
but they can't, they're not falling over, but they can't get themselves up because
Yeah.
they don't have the strength. So they just go down the hill like that. That's probably what I would look like in the high jump.
Ballroom dancing. That's an Olympic event, right?
It is.
Chalmers, you could ballroom dance. the
Guaranteed.
Best of them.
Give me a break. Just tell me who my partner is.
Give me a break.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for
Fencing
the
I could
Olympics.
do.
I used to take fencing as a child. It's hard.
I bet it is.
It's really hard, man. People
And
who
it's
are
like a
good
point
fencers-
scoring system?
Yeah. There's different targets depending on what kind of fencing it is.
Okay.
People who are good at fencing, I respect, man. Remember when Zuckerberg was doing it in the bloody metaverse?
I do, yeah. I feel like I could be the person at the front of the boat that yells at you to row.
Are they part of the team though, or are they overhead?
I feel like they'd get a ring.
Yeah, I feel like I could be that person.
They might
I
be the
can
most
motivate.
important person.
Yeah.
They've
put
screwed
a
up their
good beat
job.
down.
Everybody's going to be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
An old bag milk is like, I got this.
Are they called conductors? Maybe.
Yeah. I'll have a drum. That's how I'll get them going.
This is my last episode of the podcast for
Ever?
3 years.
Why?
Just end the
It was your
episode right
mailbag question.
there. Yeah. This is my last episode of the podcast for the next 3 episodes.
Okay.
I hope
Didn't you just come back from vacation, avoid the grind?
No, I've been on vacation at all.
I swear you just came
He's
back
been out
from
of town
3-week
working
vacation.
on
I've been
vacation.
working.
On
Building up my
vacation.
days in lieu.
On vacation.
Who's Lou?
Yeah. So I hope you guys keep it on the rails. Are you going to try continuing to host it, Chalmers? You want me to get
You
you the ad
should.
reads?
Sure, I'll host one. Yeah, I'll host them all. I'm going to come up with segments. Oh my God, you guys. Can you believe it?
I would love to see and or hear that. I wouldn't.
All right, Chalmers, come up with segments for Thursday. I'll do the ad reads, no problem.
Sounds
You
good.
just control the traffic.
Okay.
And I'll do what you normally do, Chalmers.
Breathe heavily
I
into the
won't
microphone.
show.
Breathe heavy into the mic. You're not going to show?
I'll be here. I got nothing to do.
Jay's back right away, too.
Be back next week.
We'll do a whole segment on the top 3 waterfalls in Iceland.
They're not even up.
Play
He saw a geyser or something, whatever you call them.
Geyser?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, where it shoots up the reverse waterfall. As they say.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Water rises,
Yeah.
doesn't fall. Anyways, I'd love to say we covered a decent amount of ground.
We didn't.
but we didn't.
Mondays are always weird.
Got to wait for some things to happen. I always think Mondays will be easier because of the weekend, but then we never talk about what we did.
Oh, so much more happens during the week.
Yeah.
Ever tell you about
There's
the
so much
time I
more to
saw
talk
Cardi
about.
B at a nail salon?
No, you didn't.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Didn't ever happen.
I do like your Snoop Dogg shirt today, though.
Not bad, eh?
That's pretty sweet. Is
Snoop-
that new buy?
Because he got Death Row back and now he's merchandising like crazy. I bought the Death Row hockey shirt and this came with it. I bought another one of it.
That's sick. That's
Respect to Snoop.
All right. Well,
He is the best.
The hoodie is $115.
What?
every clothing.
I don't
nowadays
like
is-
how we've normalized hoodies being like $100.
Hoodie should be
40.
$70.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Stinger's game and get a $40 hoodie.
Can you?
I did it. It was fucking cold in there.
Swingers game?
Yep.
Dinger's game.
Upside down pineapple on the hoodie. $40. Got a new friend.
Good gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyler, I'll tell you this much.
I was trying to find.
I hope you come back from your travels safe.
Yep. Thank you.
Where are you going?
Invermere, Idaho, Kelowna, home.
Grey Wolf?
Yep.
Enjoy.
Yes. Grey Wolf, Copper Point. Course just outside of Canmore.
We know Copper Point, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good place.
I always find it interesting that you guys all know the same golf courses.
Grey Wolf's
Grey Wolf's
pretty
one of the-
famous.
He's playing the goats.
Like Grey Wolf would be a top 5 in Canada.
Oh, I would think
Top
so.
3
I would think so.
Even, yeah.
Do they have the Canadian, the tournament there?
Live?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Are you going to wear shorts?
Yes.
Will Sergio Garcia be there?
Predator Ridge is the course Sergio played at once, and he loved it so much that he bought property on Predator Ridge. So
Is
it's
that
a fun
true?
fact. Yeah. I was golfing there talking to the marshal once, and he pulled up on this par 3, and he's like, Sergio used to own that house right there.
Sorry, where was it in between Idaho and Invermere?
I'm just going, no, Invermere, I'm staying on Panorama.
Yeah.
And then I'm going down to Idaho,
Yeah.
and then I'm going back up to Kelowna, and then home through Golden.
Are you going to go on a wine tour?
Yeah, doing a wine thing one day, but doing it on, we like rented a pontoon boat with a driver.
Hell
and
yeah.
he takes you like across the water to the different wineries.
Renting boats, going to wineries?
There's
How
like
much you
12
pay
of
this
us.
guy?
There's 12 of us.
No.
So,
Oh, bad cream over here.
yeah. But 6 rounds of golf in 10 days. I'm fired up.
Good for
You'll
you.
be a
Yeah.
tired boy.
I will be. No, I'll be rested. Just be drinking beers and golfing. It'll be great.
You drinking beers? You drinking those seltzers?
My liter of colas. No,
Liter of cola.
Oh, those Bud Light sodas that he always drinks. Well, you haven't drank them in a
no,
while.
I had to stop. There's too much sugar.
They are poison.
Yeah, they're poisonous. They're terrible. No, just
It's like it's supposed to taste like just a normal Coke, but like with booze in it, and they are just
That's so
Bud Light
bad.
makes it?
yeah.
yeah. You
Bud
can get them.
Light makes Cokes?
You can get them in the States, and they also have like an orange.
What's the
Much
really
flavor.
skinny cans you're always drinking your M-Chuck?
The real skinny cans.
Like a seltzery looking
High
Claw?
Noons?
Celsius or something, but it's not.
Wait, well, Celsius is an energy drink.
High Noons?
High Noons. I drink a good amount of High Noons.
High Noons.
High Noons, White Claws. Those come in the skinny cans.
Something of that type.
Yeah.
I've seen you cheersing the air and wondered what the hell are
I
those?
don't know how you don't get gut rotten, straight up like what's called heartburn from those things.
Can't be any worse than drinking a Ryan Coke.
Oh, but when you're seasoned,
When you're mostly made of Ryan Coke, it's like coming home.
Okay, good episode. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Subscribe to the YouTube. Guys will be back on Thursday.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.